welcome to downtown. Thank you for coming out to the fabulous All Tied Up. It is really great to be here and celebrating this grand opening. There's been a soft opening for a week or so, and it hadn't been really low-key or anything because there's been people lined up out the door, which has really been great to see. So I want to congratulate Kathy Apaiwong-Herod and all of y'all here today. Kathy, good job. So welcome, everybody. So our new director for the Office of Women is also joining us here today. I want to say hello to Gretchen Hunt. Gretchen is well known in the community. Yes, let's give her a round of applause here. Gretchen is well known in the community for being a champion for all people, but particularly women, and overcoming any of the barriers that women face in our community and all around the country, and ensuring that our policies at Metro government coincide with our vision for a more equitable Louisville, and certainly a Louisville that empowers and champions women each and every day. That's particularly appropriate because today is the first day of Women's History Month for the United States of America. So Gretchen, thank you for all the wonderful work that you do and are doing, relatively new with Metro government, about a month or so, but as I said, well known in the community and doing this work for many, many, many years. So let's talk about All Tied Up. For many of you who don't know, the very popular All Tied Up began as a food truck in 2017, and its popularity soared. Great food, great owner, and now after many years of hard work and perseverance, it's tough being an entrepreneur sometimes, Kathy, she has moved her primary operations from her food truck to this brick-and-mortar location right here in the heart of downtown Louisville. So, yeah. So born to a Louisville native and an immigrant father, Kathy understands the value of multicultural upbringings and traveling to and from Thailand to bring this authenticity to Louisville. And if you haven't been to Thailand before, I'd really encourage it. It's one of the great countries in the entire world with just friendly, friendly people and great food, too. I did want to, while we're talking about and focusing on Kathy as an entrepreneur, I also wanted to give her kudos and thank her for being a philanthropist and a great community servant as well. There's plenty of examples when you look at her life. In 2004, after a major tsunami hit the communities on the Indian Ocean coastline, Kathy stepped up, filling shipping containers with basic items and then sending them via UPS to Thailand. And after the devastating tornadoes that ripped through Mayfield, Kentucky, Kathy, along with her daughter and other family members and husband, everybody was there in her food truck, bringing food and supplies to those in need out west from here. She managed to raise an outstanding $130,000 for relief to those Kentucky families. So that's pretty awesome. The other thing that's awesome is her food. And so last week I surreptitiously came by here because I knew I'd be here this week. I said, well, I got to make sure the food is still at the quality level that it always has been. So I had some amazing pad thai, shrimp pad thai.
And I did not pay him to say that. He paid for his own meal.
No, I paid. No, when people say no charge, Mayor, I said, no, I want to pay.
I was like, pay, I don't want to see
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah, you were one of the few people that didn't offer me free food. I appreciate that.
I come from a family of politicians. I know better.
Well, I think I should always pay because you need to make money. Yes, okay. So really appreciate what she's done, and I'm really glad also she decided on this spot. It's right across from our office, across the street, so we'll be frequent customers. So everybody, let's hear from Kathy.
Well, thank you, Mayor, and thank you, Ms. Rebecca, for putting all this together, and thank you all for coming. It certainly means a lot, and it was a very scary move to finally just do it. And picking downtown, you know, people said I was crazy, but downtown has always been vibrant, so it went into a little coma, but I'm hoping to be part of bringing downtown back. Right now we're open for lunch only, but hopefully as we get more experience with our menu and our new staff, that we are able to open up in the evenings to support, you know, the conventions and the, you know, anything that goes on at the Kentucky Art Center. Just to be there, because if we're not open, then downtown doesn't come back. People go elsewhere. So I think, as a business owner, it's part of our responsibility to, promote that as well. And the support from my family, I want to thank every single person, especially my husband, for supporting me, my mom, for, taking us in when we first moved back to the U.S., and, just being there and hoorahing me the whole way. And my customers who have come, they followed me on the food truck, and now they're here. I had one guy who's come every day so far. So I'm like really stoked, and thank you for everybody. But food truck will still be running. So we'll be doing, all the Waterfront Wednesdays, 4th of July, Thunder over Louisville like usual, but also maintain this place. So all your support is welcomed and thanked. Appreciate it.
Well, thanks, Kathy. We really appreciate that. And you're a big part of what we see with more Louisvillians are returning to work downtown. March in particular, we expect to see a big surge. Omicron obviously went up real fast, and now it's coming down real fast. So we're hopeful, aren't we all, that this will be the last we see of the virus, but we've got to stay humbled to it. But I think we can say we're going to have a good spring and a good summer and a good fall, and then we'll just see what the winter brings. But hopefully it's behind us, and efforts like yours here are a big part of bringing people back downtown, so we really appreciate that. Rebecca Fleischaker is our leader for Downtown Resurgence as the CEO of the Louisville Downtown Partnership, and she now is going to share a few words with us.
Thank you, Mayor. Kathy, we're so excited you are here. I do not sit quite as close as the mayor, so I don't know that I'll be here every day, but I'm so excited that we have another venue for lunch. It is these kinds of venues and attractions that create more feet on the street, which is what creates a vibrant downtown, and that's what's going to keep us on the rebound. So I'm so glad you're here. For those of us who have been in the office forever during COVID, we are especially thankful for another food option. You've picked a great time with spring coming, Humana's coming back, but again, there are people who have been back, so thank you for that. And we know it takes an entrepreneur who puts the risk out there to do something like this. We're here to support you, and you're here to support us with yummy food. So I really appreciate it and glad to see you, and congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you, Rebecca. So, looking through the marks, I say the District 8 Councilwoman Cassie Chambers Armstrong. We're not in District 8. What is she doing here?
I really like typing.
So we know that about her now. But the Councilwoman's been a great leader for women's causes amongst her other work that she's done with the council, and just recently started the Women's Caucus within the council. It was one of those things, my first reaction to that, Councilwoman, is I said, well, gosh, haven't we done that already before? So thank you for bringing that to us, and now please share a few words with us.
Well, thank you to the mayor and the Downtown Partnership and the Office for Women for all of their support for women-owned businesses, especially today on the first day of Women's History Month. And again, congratulations to Kathy on an incredible accomplishment. I hope you all will join me in one more round of applause to recognize this wonderful day. What a great story Kathy has. What a great entrepreneur. What a great business. What a great thing for our community to have another option downtown for wonderful food from someone who cares so much about supporting a vibrant community. This is what we need more of in Louisville. And what we have seen throughout the pandemic is we have seen that it has been women who have been most impacted, most harmed by the pandemic, women who have had to leave the workforce, women who have faced childcare issues, financial issues, all sorts of things that have caused them to be among the most impacted groups. And yet, despite that, we see women like Kathy opening businesses at higher rates than men, at higher rates than other groups, at some of the highest rates that we see in our community. And so it is incumbent upon us, members of the Louisville community, to support those women. When they take that risk, when they step out, when they put their money, their time, their hearts on the line to build something in our community, let's show up and let's support them. And so I am glad to be here representing the Women's Caucus today. We will support you, Kathy, in any way that we can. We want to see you succeed. We want to see you be a model for other women owning businesses in our community. Thank you for all you have already done and all you will continue to do. I, too, sounds like the mayor and I are going to be rushing to see who can get here first. I'm just a block away, and I will be here often. And I hope other members of the community will join me, because it matters, because showing up for our women-owned businesses matters, because showing that we support entrepreneurs like Kathy matters. And so again, Kathy, congratulations. It's an honor to be here with you.
All right, Kathy, this wouldn't be official if we didn't have a proclamation, okay? So this is the city of Louisville honoring All Tied Up on the grand opening of its first brick-and-mortar Thai restaurant. Here, owner Kathy Apaiwong Herod has created a place where entrepreneurial vision and old-fashioned hard work make Louisville more flavorful. Kathy lives our city's value of compassion by giving back in times of tragedy, donating supplies during the tsunami and the 2021 tornadoes in Kentucky. She's a global philanthropist with a flair for food, whose saying goes, "I don't have the money, but I have the know-how." Well, hopefully you're going to have some more money too. So our city congratulates Kathy and her entire family and the All Tied Up team on the opening of this new restaurant and wishes them great success for many years to come. And we'll cut it on 3, 2, 1.